of her. Remember him?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly. I can't remember who you are.
Yeah, well, you and Biden both.
I'm changing my camera.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I had to lower it for somebody. I try to explain to people, if you're going to be on someone's podcast or radio, like what we do, if it's Zoom, it doesn't really matter,
Right.
because it's not high quality. Zoom is not anywhere high quality sound or anything. But these other ones, you need to have good upload speed. And I'm not talking this guy. I was like, can you check your upload speed? Yeah, I'm at 19. Okay, that's not a good upload speed, because download was 100 and something. I'm like, it's still not good.
So you change your camera to like...
well, I had him reboot his router first, and then he came back and he's 100 and something download, and then 100 something upload or something like that. So, but I just, it's like, so right now I had to adjust. That camera was still set for the other thing.
Yeah.
So,
well, that explains it.
Why you look better than me.
No,
I still didn't go all the way to 1080p.
I look dead. You need some of the... I need a tan. I got to spend some time outside.
Yeah, I spend a little bit too much time outside now walking.
Yeah. I will be outside all weekend.
When you work
because I've been gone and the yards are like,
Yeah, I have a few weeds in my dead grass out front I should knock down. But that jasmine in the back's like, the vines are going into everything. It's like, those things have grown.
Those things love to live, man.
And it's been a year and a half since we
planted it.
Since we put the pool in,
right?
And then I dug up the jasmines so they could come through the fence, put it in a pot to save it. And when they were cutting everything, to move out this tree so they could ditch for the sewer line, because we had to move it, that idiot decided to cut the jasmine that's in a pot instead of just pulling it out of and I was so pissed, told them to get the hell off of my property.
Oh, I remember that.
And anyway, so we had a huge gap there. Well, I went and found another one, luckily, but nowhere close to where it was. And it has since filled in pretty close. So yeah, but it's like, don't get me started.
A little bit of water, a little bit of sunshine, boom.
A lot of sunshine,
yeah,
and water. Not a lot of water. They're hardy things.
They really are.
All right, so PCE came in today. That's the producer. What's that? Personal Consumption Expenditures. Came in month over month. Bottom line, came in as expected, and one thing was a little bit hotter. I don't need to go through the numbers. So the market kind of liked it, but the personal spending part of it is down.
Oh, well, yeah, everything's expensive. Can't afford it.
Well, I can barely eat these days.
Yeah, well, that explains the weight loss. You're looking good, buddy.
I'm trying.
Starvation does wonders for you.
Yeah,
I should try that diet.
Yeah, my doctor's like, anybody can lose weight. You drop somebody out on a, like Naked and Afraid. The reason they lose weight is because they're naked and afraid and they're not eating.
They're eating bugs.
They're eating nothing, and that's why. Yeah, that's the same thing. The biggest issue is just making sure you get enough protein
and water.
Oh, that's easy. I'm a fish. I drink so much water.
Yeah, I gotta drink more.
Next week we got Case-Shiller, FHFA, Jolt on this is Tuesday.
Jolt,
yes,
that's my favorite.
Wednesday is ADP employment, pending home sales, Fed meeting, and Thursday is initial jobless claims, and Friday is your really favorite BLS job report,
Bureau of Labor Services
statistics. Nice try. So pretty much that's where our numbers are today. It's not like, things are changing that much, but we're still at the point where we need to get a different person in the White House that's not going to spend as much, period.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be another one of those stolen damn things.
All right, what's your numbers?
Well, wow. Okay. No, I was doing some mathematician stuff.
2 plus 2 is 4.
But because I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah,
you moved it over there for me. Yeah. So 700.
You're gonna have to scroll it on your side.
Yeah, 733 new listings per day. The week ending July 20th, that's 5,131 listings for that first week.
So the week ending, that's Sunday,
July 20th,
isn't it?
Well,
wasn't it? I mean, I'm just saying, is that what they're counting?
Sunday? No,
Saturday,
Sunday was the 21st. That's Saturday.
So they go till Sunday through Saturday.
Sunday through Saturday. That's the Druid calendar, I think.
I guess.
530 closed transactions per day.
Not much more than last week.
531 times 7 equals 3,717 closed transactions in the state of California. There's more than 3,717 realtors
through the whole state.
through the whole
Yeah,
state.
but that was just a week, right?
Yeah, that's just a week. So, but I mean, someone had a slow week. 603 pending sales. All these numbers are up from last week. That's kind of cool.
Not much though.
No, look,
Oh,
the number
did the previous week.
Yeah. 23.1% of us realtors
One out of four
close a sale. Yeah.
And
the
less than 1 out of
listed
4
a property is up.
entered escrow.
Woohoo.
1 out of 4 had listed a property.
Yeah.
Too high that no one's buying it.
Water people, they're starting to get depressed.
That is ugly. That is so ugly.
It's now the end of July, and they're all saying, okay, all that time I kept saying sales will be up and prices will be up and listings will be up. I don't believe it anymore.
Well, I know some areas, the values, they're sitting.
Yeah.
And because people are worried about, buying a house, and that,
they still think that today is not the right time to buy a property. But when the best time to buy a property, Ed?
10 years ago or today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I do like the little reel I saw the other day. A realtor was talking about.
You done with this?
Yeah. The realtor was talking about, okay, so interest rates come down, another 5 million people come into the market. You've got competition. You have to overbid, and you're going to be better off if you bought today than tomorrow with a higher purchase price and just a little bit lower interest rate. You're going to be paying more monthly. Right. And there's a big possibility you're going to lose because of the competition.
Yeah. Correct. And here, I'm going to say one other thing too, because this runs into the thing, is if you're putting a lot of money down on a property, have a loan left over, and it's 75,000 to whatever, it's going to be very difficult to get that to pass QM, which is qualified mortgage. Talk to Obama, he did it.
Yeah.
And so we just run into issues, and even at us 179,000 could be a problem because of the size of the transaction and all it costs. I mean, they really look at certain fees on there. But the other thing is, don't go, if you're putting down, say it's a $500,000 transaction and you're putting down 350,000, beat up the seller for $100, or a new hot water heater, or
$100.
Well, you know what I mean? Don't beat them up for costs to get stuff done, because they're looking at, you just put down 400,000 or 350,000.
And you want a $10,000.
Well, you want like $1,000 us to do something on a hot water heater that's perfect. Mm-hmm. You just think it's old.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're going to do something like that, only put down a little bit, right? The minimum. And then to go through all that, you can always recast the loan on a Fannie and Freddie down the road. After you make 6 payments, you can call up and say, hey, I want to drop 300,000 on here and change and they'll recast that loan at the current interest rate that was there and the new term. I mean, the new loan amount.
Yeah. So you can, that's a great idea. Nobody ever thinks of that. And I don't even think of that.
And the reason is, then you can go, well, I don't have that much money.
Right.
Now they're going, well, why don't you take a little bit of that money you're putting down and keep it for any of the repairs you need done.
The incidentals.
And I understand the thought of people today where, hey, I'm going to ask for all this stuff because I know it's not closing fast. And,
right.
Or because I had somebody just recently, they wanted up in Tuolumne County, 250. It's like, don't even think about it. Go on realtor.com and search. You're going to find nothing. Well, you'll find a shack, but you're not going to find anything. It's going to be at least 350.
But there's water to the shack.
No, it's a creek that you have to put into a filter.
I didn't say how it was getting there. It's just water.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I like is when you've got a cash transaction and then they ask for a $10,000 credit, just reduce the price.
Well, on a cash transaction, yes, reduce the price. On a other transaction, don't reduce the price. Get the cash so that you can keep your closing costs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's that. You just have to, because I had one person who was like, oh, we're going to lower the price by $5,000. Like, it does not benefit our borrower at all by doing that.
No. And how much does it change their monthly payment? $30?
No, $5,000? No, barely. I think it's $5 for every 1,000, depending on your rate.
Okay, so $25.
Woohoo!
Well, that could be a mini pizza,
right? But or I could keep $5,000 and I can buy a lot of mini pizzas.
Yeah. Do you see the senator that? Well, I think it's a replay. It was a replay yesterday. Almost sound like Trump. She wants to move the national minimum wage to $50 an hour.
to people.
Yeah.
Where,
And so that
I don't
the
understand.
follow-up with that was, guy was at the drive-up window and he said, "Could I get a hamburger, no cheese, a small fry, and a small Diet Coke?" Okay. That'll be $758.93. Please move forward to
Yeah, I
the
mean,
window.
everything's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, every place is way more expensive than it was a long time ago. I mean,
Yeah.
long time, I mean 2 years, a year. And that's people don't understand, because the vice president was saying, I want universal health care for everybody. No child should have to, all this stuff they're saying is who's going to pay for it?
Right.
That's the problem. It all sounds great and we all want it. Well, go to all these socialist countries and see how great they're doing.
Well,
They're
universal
not.
health care in Canada, everybody screams that that's so wonderful. Yeah, okay, they tax you to death. You've got, but supposedly you've got universal health care. It only takes you 7 to 8 months to get a doctor's appointment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds great, but I'd rather keep my money and pay my own,
Yeah, me too.
or have a nurse for a wife.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps. I do.
Not that she takes care of it. Don't do doctor. Stop being a baby.
Yeah. Would you like?
They're the worst.
Yeah.
when
Would
it
you
comes
like
to-
some soup? Would you like
So go
some
make
7
it.
Up? Would you
Go make it.
Could I go find
buy
your
it.
balls? Man flu.
Yeah.
So
Where we at?
I think we were talking about healthcare, but
Well, I'm just saying, be
crazy.
careful with what we wish for. Somebody has to pay for this stuff.
Yeah, the unforeseen consequences.
And they actually did
are,
a study on that universal, the income, where, a certain dollar amount, they get so much per month, they don't have to worry about it. Actually decreased the amount of people working, and it actually decreased their actual overall income by $1,500 a year.
Well, that's not very good.
No, so it doesn't work.
Right.
It does not work.
Utopia looks good on paper.
Yeah. I mean, we're never going to be Star Trek.
What?
Yeah. We're going to be more like Star
man.
Wars.
How many people on that big old ship?
I don't know. I'm just talking about that, where they get to where money it's not important and all that stuff. Well, who's paying for the stuff and how's it coming?
Well, they've got that thing, the generator that you go in and you say, make me a martini and a
So
steak.
when that happens, then we can get universal everything.
Yeah. Well, they're making fake meat already.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Italy said, nope, not going to have it. Bill Gates ain't going to do it.
All right. What do we have else to talk about?
That's about it.
All right. Go out, buy the house this weekend. It's actually going to be nice and cool to be walking around and actually looking at different homes.
Wow.
Because it's only going to be 87 on Saturday.
I know. That's a nice temperature, but
that's a good temperature to be outside doing some trimming and other stuff, and then go do an open house.
I don't have to worry about my wife, who does not drink enough water when she's working in the yard, passing out from heat stroke.
Just get her one of those big jug.
Oh, we got him. And she'll set it over there on the fence, but she won't go back over there and get it.
How about get a little sling for her to walk around?
Oh, there you go. One of those hip hugger things.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make it a great weekend.
Again, PC came in today as expected, a little bit hotter, but nothing major. And the personal spending is down, which we know that's going to happen. So bond market is doing okay. Rates are up, 14 basis points, and we're at 4.2094 for the 10-year. So we're staying in this range right here. So we're not going to move much. So the question, they keep saying floating at MBS, which is Barry Habib's place.
Yeah.
Yes, but
at some point you got to lock.
You got to get close. It's not moving that much.
Right.
Moving a little bit. So it's going to take days and weeks to get to where it is much better.
And the Fed, they're saying they may do 2, but I don't think they will. You don't think they will?
Well, they're probably going to do 1 to appease everybody, but then it's going to cause inflation to get hotter again.
Yeah, great.
That's where we're at. Yeah. If you can't stop this stuff if they keep spending. And I mean, and this is a little political, but the fact that they defaced the Liberty Bell and all these monuments,
oh my God,
in that area, and nobody's there to fight it off because there's no police, there's no all this other stuff. That is horrible. We're now France. Yep. And I'm French, so I can say this. We are now France, where they have no support to help them do anything. And just like today, they had an attack on the train system, high-speed rail, on the way into the games today. They burned all these fiber optic cables so the trains couldn't go in. And there's nowhere to stop it because they don't have the support.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a rubber knife at you.
Do we need that one thing we had in France a long time ago, the guillotine back?
Yeah. Well, those were the days. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days, my friends. Okay, everybody have a great weekend.
Yeah, but that's what you have to look at. What do you want?
Yeah.
I want a better world. Starts
Yeah,
here
but
at
there
home
has
by
to-
voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and law and order needs to come back.
Yeah, that's how
And
you
that's
have
what
a better
happened.
world.
And the reason I bring this up is I say, if you really want to know how bad it can get, watch the movie The Warriors.
Yeah.
It's about a bunch of gangs in New York. They go to the thing in New York. But what I want you to look at is those weren't sets. That was actually New York City at the time with the trash and the graffiti and everything else. That's what we're going to go to if things don't change. And I'm not trying to be on my soapbox.
You are on it, but it makes a lot of sense.
Just watch the movie. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Warriors come out to play. Hey,
and then escape from New York.
Okay, that's a little worse. That's all far-fetched, but just the Warriors. It just showed what happens with too long of no law and order and no other stuff.
Yeah, I think we need to put all the criminals on Manhattan Island anyway.
Oh, there you go. We'll just send them over to Australia again.
And then make a country.
Well, they do so much better now over there.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody, make it a great day. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you.
Peace out. Love you all.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.